Hey everyone, this is a quick demo of Agent Toolbox, a collection of 3 different agent tools to make your agents more fun, basically. The first tool is called Token Discovery, and as the name suggests, it's about finding newly deployed tokens out there that might be getting some traction, but still are flying out under the radar. So basically, this tool, whenever I run this test, you will see that we will parse the last 200 blocks, we will find pools that have been deployed, and then we will filter out low liquidity pools. And then of the remaining ones, we will select those tokens that have been deployed in the last week or so. So I'm going to run it, and you can see that first, in the last 200 blocks, the tool has found 7 new pools. Some of them have enough liquidity, some of them have not enough liquidity. Here we are focusing on tokens that have been deployed against wrapped ETH or stablecoins. You can see some of the tokens being already filtered out, and when this finishes, it also connects to Twitter and checks whether these tweets are tokens are trending or not, and the final output of the function is basically a list of tokens with all the info and also some information about whether these are popular or not on Twitter. The second one is Dynamic Tool. This is a fun one because this is a meta tool that writes itself. This basically means that we just provide a prompt, in this case a function. We ask for a function that decides to invest or not in an ERC20 token and calculates the amount to be invested given available balance in USD, for example. So be aware that this is the only thing we provide to this method. And the funny thing is that using Gemini, the dynamic tool will write the Python code for the specified function. You can see here, it has created some function on the fly and now has used the other arguments to evaluate whether this token is interesting or not, given the address, symbol, decimals, liquidity, popularity, and so on, and decide how many dollars to invest in it. And if I run this again, you will see that the function might be completely different now, and it actually is. And when we evaluate it now, it decides to not invest in it. So basically, we should maybe tweak the prompt a little bit, but you can see that this is completely different each time we run it, letting agents to create functions on the fly. Last one is the orchestrator tool, which is a tool to handle other tools. So what this tool does is to find other available tools. In this case, it's searching on this same repository, so it will find the other ones, the other two that I have already demoed. We provide a goal, and we let this tool to use these other tools to achieve its goal. This goal now is to find interesting tokens and calculate whether we should invest some USD on them or not. So if we run the test now, the LLM will find these two, the other tools that are available. First one is Discover Tokens tool, decides to call it and check for the latest deployed tokens. So this is similar to the first demo I ran. Once it gets all the information about the tokens, it decides to call the dynamic tool. And the dynamic tool basically is about writing a function that takes a token, blah, blah, blah. So this prompt is itself written by the LLM. Now, the LLM uses that prompt to create the function to evaluate whether it should or not invest in a token. Then the dynamic function is evaluated, and the result is that we have a dictionary where we have a list of token addresses and how much we should invest in each token. So given only, the crazy thing is that only given this small prompt here with some requirements, and the tool is able to find other tools, then write the Python code it needs to run, then evaluate and decide how much or whether to invest or not in other tokens. So yeah, that's Agent Toolbox. Thank you for listening.